So Kansas State with the football. They swing it out. Here's Deuce Vaughn. Deuce Vaughn. Uh-oh, folks. They give it to Deuce. Jitterbug. Dives. Touchdown, Kansas State.
That concept.
Second down and 10. And it's Vaughn. Nice ball, Vaughn. First down, Vaughn. Deuce Vaughn. Vaughn, the deep man in the backfield. They give it to him. He breaks it back. Keeps his legs churning.
They want to go to a playoff and compete and win.
First down and 10 at the 22 for Thompson. And he finds Deuce Vaughn in the open field. Deuce up the loose. Can he get there? Touchdown, Kansas State.
Saw that opening, man.
He's out of the backfield. Here's Thompson looking underneath. And guess who? It's Deuce. Again, Deuce Vaughn. High stepping out of bounds at the 50.
Just back in the day, and Deuce Vaughn catches it and then breaks 3 tackles. 1, 2, 3, and then he's all the way down the side. And that 4th tackle that he breaks. Oh, man, Deuce is Thompson trying to get creative.
On second down, Vaughn. And Deuce on the loose. Touchdown, K-State.
They're trying to see where they're going to get set, and then it's just a simple little lead play, and there's 2 OU defenders there, and he just splits them and goes for a touchdown. Radley Hiles goes too far outside, and Vaughn just stays skinny.
Yards rushing, over 300 yards passing.
Back-to-back passes to open this one. Vaughn's first touch, trying to slip out of McPherson's tackle. Vaughn with a few blockers in front. Vaughn with a first down.
Play your seats. Student body right here, just out of that inverted bone from the gun. Noah Johnson, just keep your hands inside.
So now Will Howard comes in. Hands it off to Deuce Vaughn. Slips through a tiny hole and gets hit. 0 for the Whiteouts. Here's Vaughn bursting through the hole. Bounce into the outside. Deuce Vaughn inside the 20.
Deuce Vaughn gets his 5'5" frame in his hip pocket. Great job finding the crease. So many times, you know.
Able to squeeze through that little hole. Inside the 20, back to Vaughn. Being chased by 3 white shirts. Able to beat them all and explode.
The same thing. He's reading this side. Whether it's a give or pull, he sees the edge, so he gives it to Vaughn. They were arguing about a possible hold there on the perimeter by K-State. That looked clean.
Morganstern leads, 2nd and 9. Vaughn trying to get the corner. He does, and he slips free. Inside.
Again, the quarterback's reading that edge. It's a give-pull read. Runs through the arm tackle there of Leggett.
Drive begins with Deuce Vaughn. Trying to get the corner. Thomas Leggett pushes him.
Pressure.
Here they come over the middle. They've got Vaughn. A first down and then some. Deuce Vaughn breaking free. He'll take this one. Touchdown, K-State.
Young fella throw. Again, it's basically an angle route from there. A little slant as he's lined up. And he's gone. Breaks through the tackle of Morganstern. Just enough. Brooks down there, 88, getting a little hip check on his backside defender. That's why he's, what is the big trapper?
Render is in motion. Vaughn, the setback. Here goes Deuce. As is the case with him, you expect it. On 2nd and 2, Howard under pressure, blitz coming.
There he is.
It's the Deuce. He is loose. All the way to the 37-yard line of TCU.
The eyes, it sees number 22 take advantage of the mismatch, and it's Katie bar the door, man.
That matchup as they got the W. And here goes
this little water bug.
Oh, man.
Wow.
All they really need is one first down. If they give up the first down here, we'll have to use their timeouts on defense.
They did, too.
And they did. Gimpy Horn Frog, number 13, comes up. First down. Time to start doing the math and counting up, utilizing timeouts. But another.
And on the sidelines helping out, but he's going to need to help out Will Howard as much as he can.
First offensive play, this is Deuce Vaughn. And Vaughn still on his feet, actually takes 3 Jayhawk. 3rd down and 8. Vaughn out of the backfield. Has a first down.
in the backfield, and that's where they like to line him up in some passing situations, is to line him up in the backfield. It's hard to get a strong safety or a corner lined up on him. You see Denzel Feaster has the one-on-one from
Kansas has to punt. Maybe a decision. Handoff, Deuce Vaughn. Looking for a wrinkle, gets down to the 11.
for creating that wall.
K-State, wonderful field position. Duke Vaughn knows what to do with it. Inside the 25. Goes out of that pistol. Dump down, Vaughn. Spins up.
He started in KU territory.
Vaughn out of the backfield. Room to run. Down the sideline. Still on his feet. Inside the 20. This point in his career, maybe a game manager, but chance to be more than that with his physical tools. Look at Deuce Vaughn. Scoots through the first hole. Knocking at the door, already up by 27. Little pitch. Vaughn. Tough kid. Touchdown.
Gas pedal. They do a nice job of getting the ball on the outside with Will Howard throwing the football. Get the ball deep. Like
Come off the clock. And it's more to like if you're a K-State fan.
And here's the big-time implications in the Big 12 of the game this afternoon.
I'm impressed at the commitment to run. Certain guys have gotten reps on the year, other guys have not. So this is all just so valuable, getting a chance to play. Wow, look at the dead leg. Deuce Vaughn to the 50.
You're going to see Deuce right there. He's on the right side of the... Now watch this move right there. Oh, I talked about your feet on defense, but you also have to keep your feet in the ground. You can't cross over like that.
The Orange Bowl some 8 years ago in a similar play. Mountaineers went on to score 70 points in that. Kentucky on the road in Lexington. Big play for the Wildcats. Third and short. Deuce Vaughn has it and bottled up after about a 5. Bearing squarely in the direction of his first loss as a starting quarterback. Deuce Vaughn straight ahead. He really has never gotten going. He'll push the pile for.
And his own wannabe there. Love that. First down 10. Vaughn in the backfield, and he'll carry. And the boys bring 4. Yep. They swing it out to Deuce. Vaughn gets as much tight end Lenders. Moves into the slot. The handoff feet is to Vaughn. Switching out again. Look at that. You talk about 2.
Listen, I know we talked about Quentin Griffin. I think this guy's even faster. I mean, look at the lateral movement, the way he moves.
Yep.
I mean, that Anders-esque right there. He squats and get those low hips down. I mean, he's just like he's sitting in a chair, man. It's impossible to defend this guy.
Yeah.
Who helped build Carson Wentz into what he was. And so here is Will Howard getting the chance and down.
They go ahead and give it to Kansas State.
And it's Deuce Vaughn right up. Vaughn here. What do you think?
A crossing route, a couple of crossers.
It is Vaughn out of the backfield. A touchdown, Kansas State.
You know, you don't have the chemistry, the team chemistry, and guys are coming back and are new to one another.
There's the evasiveness from. Got one timeout left. Baylor will get the ball out of the halftime break. And so it's Vaughn one more time. Deuce Vaughn up the. Off the motion again. Little sidestep from Vaughn to the outside to get a split out wide. He got out of bounds, Vaughn did. There he goes in motion. And they'll give him the ball one more time. Got a good block out front.
LSU 10-0.
Deuce Vaughn. Vaughn, little sidestep again. Deuce Vaughn keeps his feet somehow, and that's where the
shot on him because he's so low to the ground. And the first guy, forget about it. You're not going to hit passing game. I don't know if he's actually on the field here.
Howard goes to Vaughn.
Just shy. The pass actually pulled.
Last year in the season. It was his first touchdown coming over from Louisville. As now Vaughn attacks. Deuce Vaughn right down the middle for a touchdown.
You're going to have those missed assignments.
Second down and 10 at the 19-yard line. They give it to Deuce. Deuce. Oh, what a shifty move. Deuce on the loose again. Touchdown, K-State. Deuce Vaughn.
First, Vaughn is going to head to his right, and the first cut is impressive right here. Sets him up outside, boom, and then he goes right back to the inside on Overshown, and right here, boom, slides to his right. Now he slides back to his right. Vaughn is just so good, has great vision in their gap.
2nd and 4 at the 31. Howard goes through his progressions, finds Deuce. And Deuce Vaughn.
It's Deuce Vaughn. He's got what's called a two-way go. He can go left or right. So we used to call this a jerk route. Darren, great ball.
First down at the 49. Vaughn hits the edge, cuts it inside, high step it, Deuce Vaughn. And at the 37, Vaughn with roll, Deuce Vaughn, another first down as he gets 4 catches, 59 yards in the first half. Howard reading. Lobs it, Deuce Vaughn. Did he get a foot in?
Have this type of receiving ability. You know, I know Malik Knowles is good and Sebastian Taylor is good, but Deuce Vaughn takes it to another level. He might be the...
Howard over the middle. He's got his man, and it's Deuce Vaughn again.
It's just too good. Look, as he can give him a little shoulder to the outside, and boom, he just sticks it inside. And with an empty set, no running backs in the backfield.
Jalen Ford, a freshman from Frisco. Deuce.
Check out Noah Johnson, the center. This is just kind of a wraparound block where you're going to get a block down from Taylor Portier, the right guard, and Johnson just pulls. Fakes that are opening up the passing game.
First down and 10 at the 40. Vaughn around the corner. Deuce Vaughn, high stepping. Oh.
To be the man for the job. They're suffering through a difficult year here this year.
Deuce Vaughn.
You know, get themselves ranked and just kind of fell off after Skylar Thompson went down.
Vaughn hurdling.
As a stud, can throw it deep, can do it with his feet. Smart player, very effective player. And here's Deuce.
He kicks it out.
And now protection lined up.
And they hand to Vaughn on 3rd and 13, and he's got it first, and he is headed all the way to pay dirt. Game break.
We said he's a one-cut runner. Here it is. Press it, and then one cut right there, and gone. Barely down in touch football. Deuce Vaughn guard. That's a problem, and all these pressures dialed in. We got to put pressure on Skylar Thompson. We got to get the ball out here.
Second interception on the day for the Wildcats secondary.
Timeout.
They give him on. He keeps his feet, turns upfield, and
is a great, just line him up and play tailback. Watch this cut it for Deuce Vaughn. Press it, cut it back, and then watch this at the end, little zip. Off that left cut, Kyrie Kelly doesn't touch it.
is a yard short.
Buddy, let alone 2 inexperienced quarterbacks, and they got to just be able to be Stanford and pound the ball better.
Look for Skylar Thompson. Deuce Vaughn is the one in motion, number 22, and they give it to him on a little jet sweep. You can already see the speed as he trudges. Deuce cuts back inside. Still fighting inside.
They're 2 really good backs.
They've used both on this opening drive. Straight up the middle. Touchdown, Deuce. K-State on the board for the Southern Illinois 15. Deuce. Not thrown down yet. Back the other way. And this time they will give it to Deuce. He can get around there. Yes, he can.
So he made a little bit of something out of nothing. That was a great run. And that was all number 22 right there.
Have nightmares about players like Deuce Vaughn, do they not? I mean,
oh my God, it's a touchdown every time they touch it.
Deuce pushing, looking for purple.
He gets stood up there, but it's just hard to tell. There's so many, but he sticks.
2nd and 3 here. Deuce Vaughn coming across the field, picks up the first down.
They just want to get him the ball however they can get it to him. He's a home run threat for him, and he's the guy.
Only starting in the spring. Usually Kleiman has a little say, but handed it to him. They hand it to Deuce. Big 12 offensive freshman of the year last year. I'd give it back to him too. Over to the other side. Deuce again, first down.
That's what you want out of a running back, especially a guy of his stature. You want him always falling forward. That's what these running back coaches teach. Speed in the second half. It's kind of becoming infectious for this football team.
Here's what Deuce.
I mean, they're just saying, hey, look, we're going to run the football. We're going to do it a couple different ways. We're going to line up in a couple different formations. And it makes it tough to communicate on defense.
Deuce again. This is Deuce. Give him some room. Do they go back to Deuce? You bet. Easy.
To the slot position to the right. Cade Warner, the receiver, top of the field. They hand it off to Vaughn. Look at the spin move by from the line of scrimmage for Kansas State. First down, and now it might be a steady dose of Vaughn. Look at the cutback ability. 100 yards rushing. One of the top running teams coming in. They'll go back to Vaughn. The cutback lane is there, and a first down run. Here comes a blitz by the Wolfpack, and it is Vaughn sneaking his way through inside the red zone. And the two interior tackles on this second down play. Howard looks, finds Vaughn out of the backfield, and he runs right through two defenders. Vaughn up to the
holes, man. You look at that, he was able to get his way through, slide his way through, and make a play.
He's 39 yards for Howard. Fresh set of downs. This is Vaughn. Shifty Deuce Vaughn inside the
teams up front. Double teams up front. Get guys moving off the ball, and they're shutting guys down. I had backs like that before. I played with Charlie Garner.
Some of that. All right, first down, Kansas State inside the red zone. Vaughn zigzagging his way in for 6.
That was one heck of a run, man. Watch this double team up front. He is able to get past the safety that comes up in the hole, and look at how shifty he is. Watch this. He just totally missed that guy right there, getting up into the line and able to score.
Short. It'll be about a yard shy. They hand it up the middle. Vaughn will move the chains. Knowles and Weber, the two receivers at the bottom. Again, zone read. Vaughn just seems like every time he touches the ball. Some of the versatility up front for Kansas State. They will hand the ball off. Creative ways to get Deuce Vaughn touches off the jet sweep. And he is pretty a statistical line, as you will see if you're an offensive lineman. 240 yards in the ground, and they have not surrendered one sack today. Wild first quarter. Kansas State will try to bring stability back with Deuce Vaughn.
He gave him a bit of a spark when he did come in last week, too.
Yeah, he certainly did, but as expected, here is
1 yard was right there to get 9 instead of 10.
Stop the clock. Everybody set up a little bit. They dump it off to Vaughn again. He'll try to get out of bounds, and he does. Howell, who went airborne. It's a completion, first down. Here comes the blitz, and they get to him. Oh, he dumps it, and Vaughn makes the catch. Deuce Vaughn on the loose. 20, 15, Vaughn turns on the accelerator. Touchdown.
And races for a touchdown. Look again, all over him. He knows where his outlet is. No one has him man-to-man, and every defender has their back turned, and he outraces everybody to the end zone. Great block.
Thompson steps up. Vaughn. Deuce Vaughn's got the first down inside. It up 6 times last 2 games combined. They find Vaughn. Vaughn turns upfield, tackled, pushed. Mason Barta in as the fullback as they give to Vaughn. Vaughn.
Today it is.
Give it back to Vaughn. They flip the field on one play. Draw to Vaughn. Deuce Vaughn cuts through inside the 10.
It's a 4-quarter opponent and has beaten them and come back for more than this. But the missed tackle right there.
Thompson scoring, checks down, leads Deuce Vaughn into the end zone. 14 now. They move Deuce Vaughn across. Back to Vaughn. Vaughn into Sooner. Knowles in motion. They go back to Vaughn. He's got the first down. He spins forward. K-State trying to pick up the pace. Thompson stepping up. Dumps it down to Deuce Vaughn. Vaughn's got green grass ahead. Makes
and is brought down shy of the 10. The flag is down.
He is just so good at leaking out of the backfield, and with a full head of steam, he is nearly.
They started out 3-0, but coming off back-to-back losses to Oklahoma State and Oklahoma. Here's a good run for Deuce Vaughn. Has a block, and they spring him.
Well, how about you hide behind your 6'6", 317-pound guard, Revis, right there? Look, just kind of hiding, patient. Can't get enough of him.
Rocky Boyman, notorious hockey fan. Deuce Vaughn on the Iowa State 14, first down and 10 for Skylar Thompson, and the Wildcats offense. They go to Deuce Vaughn tonight. Here's Vaughn picking his way, and it looks like he's got enough.
Is that? I don't know.
He's celebrating Brocktober.
If you play like that, you can do that kind of dance, all right?
Yes. The academic Heisman. Deuce Vaughn looking for room on the right, now comes back left, spins out of a potential tackle and gets to
win those close games. They'll need that down the stretch.
Iowa State will take on the Sooners later in the year. Thompson got rid of it in time to get it to Vaughn. And they're going to start the clock. This is it. Thompson will dump it off short to Vaughn. Can he get to the end zone? He'll try his darndest.
Your screen. And they go jet sweep action. Yep. And it's Vaughn. They'll line up Vaughn anywhere. In as many different spots as possible.
And he gets past a pretty talented guy, Enrico Jeffers. Watch him just get makes one guy mid to where they aren't.
Vaughn in the middle. Touchdown.
There's another flag.
And another mark.
I mean, it's amazing. I mean, you get an apple on a roadmap, you do that twice, man. And most
complexion of this game has changed in such a short span of time. Crossing out. Thompson, there you go. Lets it go underneath to Vaughn. And double deuce. Gets free inside the 30. Down the sidelines he goes.
Wow. Than Eric was, but the ability to use the sideline to his advantage and just make those two quick moves, and he literally didn't go more than a foot sideways and miss.
I'll never forget.
Just look at this.
Oh, unreal.
The hips turn. That's Barry Sanders-esque right there.
No question.
Courage to throw it though.
Vaughn. Touchdown. Double deuce.
Last time, and they try to go that direction. But Vaughn is an eraser on this side of the ball, not in the throw game, but in the run.
Vaughn is in the backfield now. And he takes it and drives it right to
215-pound receiver, getting ready to take a shot.
On first down, K-State gets Vaughn loose. And Deuce contact. Merriweather got in there late. 2nd and 3. Up in the RPO. Nice. Deuce. Touchdown. He'll go for 2 here.
We talked about locating 22. You got to know where he is all the time. And that was Rico.
For Kansas State, Tyrone Howell. Howell downs it at the...
Thompson set on first down. And it's the first run of the day for Deuce Vaughn. Slower defender, a safety, a linebacker. That can be massive trouble if Thompson's able to get the ball to him. Time for Thompson, who throws downfield. That's the hookup for Deuce Vaughn.
Matchup nightmare. Great job by Thompson stepping up into the pocket. No one's covering Deuce Vaughn. He just kind of sneaks out of the back.
On 4th and 1, the Wildcats roll the dice, and it comes up 7. Deuce Vaughn to that. It's Thompson with Vaughn. He hands it off, and a ball into the end zone. Touchdown, Deuce Vaughn.
Flip. What an athlete this Deuce Vaughn is. Goodness gracious.
On a 3rd and 8, the pressure comes. The pass is complete to Vaughn, who's... Well, we're a little bit less than 2 hours away from the start of that game, and we're just past the midway point of the 3rd quarter in Manhattan. A fumble, giving the ball back to the Wildcats here with fewer than 9 minutes to play in the 4th quarter as they're on their way to a victory, and Deuce Vaughn is on his way to another breakout run. He cuts back. He took one like that in the first half for a touchdown.
5. on the season, and your chances of bowl eligibility, they get slimmer and slimmer by the game. And Mike, doesn't this feel like a North Dakota State game back in the day, or even
third consecutive week in conference play, and they start things on the ground. This is Vaughn across the 35 and near the 40. Pressure coming, gets it off, and Vaughn catches it into plus territory down.
But they know that their running back is going to win quickly, and when he wins quickly,
he gets it one more time, and big running room. Vaughn loose inside the 20, breaks the tackle down to the 13-yard line.
And ball with the fullback leading through, and it parts like the Red Sea with those red uniforms. And this young man is about as tech as this country has to offer. I mean, he is not big in stature, but he plays about as big as anybody I've seen.
3rd and 1. Deuce Vaughn the carry. He's got the first down and takes it close to the 1. It'll be free already. And he gets it again on 1st and goal. He pushes forward. Did he get in?
Stopped initially, but the legs just continue to drive, and he powers his way into the end zone.
Landry Weber, the motion man. Thompson going to pass on 2nd and 4. And there's Vaughn out of the backfield across the 45.
And you can see in cover 4, when it's not a run, those safeties get deep like a cover 2, but stay on the hash, and Deuce Vaughn just...
Coaching staff from Buffalo in the offseason when they came down to Kansas. Here's 3rd and 7 to Deuce Vaughn, who's inside the 10, and near the goal line, he'll be shut down at the...
He gets lost behind those big offensive linemen with his small stature. He gets outside, and once he's outside, it's tough. You almost get a hard game. He came back and was very explosive and was moving around well. As you can see, the talented Deuce Vaughn gets enough.
Executing so good, and you come out, start the second half with a penalty. 1st and 15, you give it to Deuce Vaughn, and Deuce is loose. There he goes, across midfield. Vaughn inside the 30, and he will score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Take a look at that tackle. Get on the outside and hook the defensive end. Once you have the defensive end hooked right here, this play is going, it's going, and as much as Rich Miller is trying to get on his horse, there is no catching that young man if he gets ahead of steam.
I'll give a lot of credit. Who was showing a lot of speed to try to run down Vaughn. Yeah. But how about the footwork and the balance to stay in bounds once he got to the edge, cut it back with a touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. And the Wildcats trying to drive again. And they give it to Deuce Vaughn, who's got another first.
Can try to get in the end zone.
2nd and goal.
And then he pays it off.
And he flips into the end zone.
Between tackles is the thing that the coaches raved about. We don't have to take our small back out and put someone else in when we're on the...
Deuce Vaughn deep in the backfield. They give it to Vaughn. His first rush right at the gut. And Vaughn barrels in yards per grab. 3rd down and 1. And they go power with the smallest man on the field, and it works. So a huge break for Kansas State. Would have been an interception, but they still got the football. And they go right up the gut with he earned that touchdown.
He's been practicing that one.
Deuce Vaughn. He just best to ever come out of Northern Iowa. Here's Deuce Vaughn. Lowers the head and gets rack
in the gym.
3rd down and 2, and they go with the 5'6" Deuce Vaughn. He's got the first down.
Following his blocks, nice and patient here, but he sees that opening on the back.
Kansas State touchdown last time they had it. Deuce Vaughn breaks the first wave. Look at that speed. Deuce Vaughn down across the 30. 38 yards for the sophomore. Out of the backfield, Vaughn makes the first man miss. He's got another first down. Today for Skylar Thompson. Deuce Vaughn, touchdown, Kansas State.
Better than this, finishing off a drive like that where you complete the big 4th down.
Veteran quarterback like Skylar Thompson. He actually left a little bit more meat on the bone than I would have thought. He snapped it with 6.
Number Deuce.
Third down and 3, and they give it to Vaughn, who's got the first.
Things that he does when he carries the football. Watch this little drag step that he does as
fourth down. Pressure coming. Thompson delivers. Deuce Vaughn's got it.
It's a coordinator, Courtney Messingham.
That's good for 14 yards from Vaughn.
You get him out in space. They can't press him.
What anybody wanted to see. They go back to the ground with Deuce Vaughn. He's got the first down.
All day long, 69 Johnson on 62 Ika. And
he's making his 39th career start. Deuce Vaughn, couple of nifty moves. Deuce Vaughn is brought down shy of the 45.
Watch Deuce Vaughn, 22 get behind 29. Jax Deneen, 5'8 behind 5'10, leading the way.
That was a pickup of 25. Feed him again. He stretches this out, tries to find the corner. Hit hard right. Connor Thompson back on the field. And we start with Deuce Vaughn. Big hole for Vaughn. High step it into Banner territory. And you can kiss Deuce Vaughn goodbye. On K-State. Even more costly of a penalty than we originally thought.
No doubt we wondered if they answered. Deuce says, let's dial this long distance. Great job on the backside by 87. Nick Lenners cutting off. Doesn't reach the ball. Great veteran move there.
And 68 yards in the first half before that penalty. And Vaughn is 60. Thompson gets it out to Vaughn. Vaughn splits two defenders. Deuce Vaughn. Season-ending injury to his throwing shoulder.
Tight ends, a fullback, and a tailback, and they're big boys.
A Wildcat to Vaughn. K-State says we can do this also as Deuce Vaughn runs from Round Rock. His father was a former assistant for the University of Texas, now a scout for the Cowboys. As Vaughn is able to put his foot in the...
Versus Bird or somebody says, okay, I saw that, Rashawn, watch this. Whoop. There. I'm going to make you miss.
Opening drive. Much better success this time as Vaughn breaks an ankle tackle, gets a big hole and a first down inside the red zone. Another
9 Jax Deneen. He whiffs right there. Deuce says, I got you. You've helped me out a lot in the past. I'll help you out right now, and I'll still get to that third level of the deep. Again, an overly physical dude at 5'6", 173. The only thing he doesn't do great right now is
3 runs have been for 37 yards. They hand it to him again, trying to find the edge. Vaughn races inside the 5, inside the pylon. Touch.
Previous play, Jax Deneen here, 29. He's working to that inside backer. They lose contain, no edge to the defense. That's been
He could have conceivably gone into next year still athletically in terms of classification as a freshman. Vaughn, a first down run. Vaughn down the sideline and push yards on the day plus the touchdown. Right away inside Texas territory. Vaughn with a nifty shake.
9, that'll take you to the ball. Leading on the perimeter and just a great finish.
Plenty of tickets requested by number 22 for this one. Almost trips himself up, brought down by School. Vaughn has run for 100 yards today. They give it to Vaughn right away on first down. He gets hit. Back to Vaughn. Turns upfield. Vaughn somehow... Will they continue to pound the ground game? Yes, they will. He gives to Vaughn before coming to Manhattan. Deuce Vaughn finding the edge. Gets past Schooler. Vaughn, a first down run, and another big game today.
Get the puller. You get Sinnott there as the lead blocker, and now it's Deuce on Schooler there in space. That is a tough matchup. You see him turn.
Touchdown run. K-State's run for over 220 yards. Back to Vaughn. Vaughn cuts upfield. So slippery.
That space just expand. They know they have to account for him, and now Deuce makes that man miss.
Dudes out there, and saw him in person at the Rodeo Bowl. Here's a dude. It's Deuce Vaughn, and there's a huge hole for Deuce. Sinnott in motion. Kansas State with its second possession will run it with Vaughn, and he in the same season Only 29 receiving yards away from that. Here's Vaughn, needs one. He's got it, and he's down to the 11. 3 tight ends on the left side. Here's a toss. Vaughn, touchdown, Kansas State. His 16th rushing touchdown of the season.
Feeling right out of the gates, but you know, look, it's a transition. There's a lot of uncertainty, and you really can't.
FCS national championships in 5 seasons as a head man in North Dakota State. Here's Deuce Vaughn, nice move, touchdown K-State. Little shoulder shimmy, freedom, and he takes it in.
Player, it's 173 pounds. This is fullback in the backfield, a wham block, downhill. Some pretty good speed, long touchdowns against Nevada and TCU.
There's Deuce Vaughn. Vaughn in a foot race, nice high step, and he is chased down from behind. This dude can play.
He can really play. And again, it's a downhill run. Just his vision and patience. I'll take it, man.
Thompson fires end zone. That's Vaughn, and it's another Kansas State touchdown. Yeah, you've got an All-American running back. And by the way, Adrian Martinez. Here goes Vaughn, past midfield. Deuce Vaughn down to the 20-yard line before he's finally taken down after.
And his ability and willingness to just hit it downhill. And then his speed, kind of, hard to find, hard to see in Graham. And then you coach him up.
Vaughn walks in. It's his 3rd touchdown of the night.
One thing away because it looks like they'll be poised to do a lot.
Vaughn's second tote up the middle. Finds a gap, gets close to there.
And I tell you what, it is something to behold. You almost had to collect your breath a little bit because it was almost overwhelming. With all this purple, you almost had to take opportunities. They just have not been able to capitalize on.
Martinez puts it in the belly of Deuce Vaughn. Vaughn slicing upfield.
Rush with the draw.
Deuce Vaughn trying to stretch it to the sideline. One cut, and Vaughn might be gone. Touchdown!
Tough, that foot in the turf, and then the vision. I think this separates him from most backs in the country. His ability to see those lanes, and then he's got that world-class career.
Tell us a little bit about what it was like.
The title locket hadn't been here since he last played. I think that's pretty impressive.
Second down and 10. They give it to him again. Trying to get the edge. Downfield, Warner able to provide some excellent blocking on the outside. And Deuce.
A couple of tight ends and Deuce. And Deuce will follow them. Try to bounce down inside.
Catch quickly on the ball.
Have the Tigers on their heels right here. Vaughn met and then bounces in for the touchdown. 3 explosive plays for touchdowns a week ago. That was one of the big jobs other than trying to stop the run as Vaughn picks up. More of Vaughn. Good cutback. Found a crease down to the 20. They're still working on that right arm of Cook. The patience of Deuce Vaughn waits for it and gets out. Empty backfield for Martinez, and now he'll ask Deuce to join him. Deuce gets the corner inside the 10 and shoved out of bounds with a 1st and goal. Wildcats looking to cash in the turnover. Vaughn cut down.
Look to be the center, 55, Gillum, just holding on just a little bit.
Yep. Offenses through the first 3 quarters. Big opening for Vaughn. The cutback at midfield. He's got a blocker in front of him. Vaughn running through defenders and his own guys. Down inside.
Because you just watch the patience of Deuce. He gets the football weights, and I said it earlier. It's his ability to.
We're going to try and work a lot of that play clock, too, on every snap. Vaughn has a 100-yard day and has another touchdown run.
That's what you watch the center, 55, Hayden Gillum. When you get a offensive lineman, especially the center, he gets up.
Out of Vaughn today, 121 yards rushing with 2 scores. Adding to it, he has...
Just find a way to get it to 22.
What else you got for us, Stormy, as Deuce takes it again?
Well, because he is a smaller size.
And 1,000 yards receiving. I mean, you're in Reggie Bush and Saquon Barkley and Christian McCaffrey type of territory. Remember, he's...
So far, so good for Tulane.
That shutout for Tulane last week of Alcorn, their first shutout since 1997.
Coming out, maybe in a 2 shell right here. I'm switching to cover 1.
Give it to Deuce. Vaughn running left, curls upfield, has the first down.
Corral this running game. We talked about that. That's such a big deal on the road.
Give it back to Vaughn. He finds a crease there and a first down across the...
All right, okay. Bottle up, doing, and he just goes right through.
Warner in motion. First carry of the half for Deuce, and he breaks to the outside. It's a foot race midfield into Tulane territory, and he runs out.
Well, you're going to see Warner in motion right here. Watch the block right here. Great seal block. Great block by his, looks like a right guard, 73 as well. And now Deuce cuts all the way back, sees all kinds of green in the run game.
For the record, he's rushed 13 times today. Gives it up to Deuce. Vaughn still going, chugs his way to the 30s.
We will see how that goes between his alma mater and his own team today. And Deuce,
he runs it, he blocks it as he did on that opening drive. Just a stud.
Deuce Vaughn on this carry. He was so frustrated. Brooks in motion. Take the jet sweep action. It's a low throw and it's plucked above the ground by... What a rivalry like this can do for the team that's on hard times coming in. It is Vaughn and Deuce Vaughn pinball. They'll move the tight ends, Wheeler and Sinnott. This is Vaughn picking his way. Deuce Vaughn, man, just drops the shoulder. And 3rd and 2. It's Vaughn again, sneaking through for a first down in the 20.
Down the field, different story tonight.
Deuce Vaughn skittering outside. Man, hard cut. He got caught in his dust.
I mean, I know you don't want to tackle him head up. How do you get a shot on this guy? He is a real ball. Goodbye.
Don't you see the soccer, though? Just see, he loves it. 2nd down. On the run. Right up the zipper. Taking contact.
I mean, watch him. He hides behind everybody, but you're not seeing these Oklahoma defenders driven backwards. Number 1 in the... Take your time.
And it led to the delay of game that turned into the end of the drive. And Deuce Vaughn. How many possessions left in this game? Oh, man, he squeezed through and got by another.
And settles in perfectly. Vaughn on a first down run finds a crease, makes a man miss, and stumbling inside the 20. You get this last night with exactly this. Look at him in the hole and make this guy miss. Once again, he makes him miss. Just
you kind of got that left leg twisted on the fumble on their last possession. Martinez hands it off to him. He bounced off a couple of tacklers.
Keeps you out of some trouble. That's where I'd be looking now here in the second half.
Give it to Deuce Vaughn, and he can do some magic of his own. He's off to the races, down the sideline, still in bounds, getting a block, 15-10, brought down inside the 10-yard line. And just when K-State desperately needed something pop
for success here at Kansas State, it's giving it to number 22, and he hesitates just a little bit in the hole, and then
put in the hands of Deuce on first down, and Deuce up to the
in the 4th.
On motioned out. Martinez looking. He's going to throw to Deuce at the 16-yard line from his knee. Martinez gives to Deuce Vaughn.
7-28 with that call by the officials and subsequent discussion from our friend head coach Joey McGuire. That was silenced after that win against Texas. Here we go.
Give it to Vaughn, and he's got the first down and a lot more. He'll slide down, knowing that the game now.
And look, young man, you're a great player, a great athlete. Go out there and just let it rip.
First carry for Deuce Vaughn. Adrian Martinez. Give it to Deuce Vaughn. No cutback, nothing there.
Especially for a smaller guy.
They need the 45-yard line here. Typical Deuce Vaughn night, 8 carries, just 11 yards rushing for the #1 rusher in the Big 12. He'll try to get a bunch here. Bounces to the outside. That's a good run. More like
Stops, starts. Just a good job. I mean, he's so small, he kind of hides behind his offensive line. Hayden Gillum, the center, there's hide.
305 yards total offense for K-State. Trying to get something going here. A screen for Vaughn, and he's going to be
inside the game. Is that Kansas State has more passing yards than TCU.
This looks like a broken play, and it turns into a wheel route. A beautiful RPO. Second and 3. Vaughn. Double deuce. Look out. There's no stopping him. Give him 6. Touchdown, Wildcats. Rushing.
Well, Tim, it's a 47-yarder. Again, it's an inside zone, and he finds a nice job of getting in there and hugging that out down block and then getting up the field. I mean, just running away from guys right here.
And the maestro, Dr. Howard at quarterback, is calling up. He didn't know that much about him other than his defenses were a pain in the neck for me to coach against.
Boy, back door right here.
Look at this. Yeah. Another pain in the neck. Deuce Vaughn.
And you might think from earlier, this breakback cut back here on the faux ISO to the front side, and then Deuce brings it back the opposite direction. He's going to have to take over
in this area. Third down conversions for the season. There's Vaughn doing it on his own, just as you prescribed, Spencer T. Look at him. Rubley.
Nice.
To Vaughn. And he can always get to the edge quicker than most.
Feel like they have a matchup advantage on the perimeter.
For those who just joined us, Adrian Martinez still dealing with a knee issue. Deuce Vaughn running away from the Cowboys. Touchdown!
Down, you pull people around and watch the safety back here. He can't find Deuce. Deuce is loose. Where is he? He's 5'5". He's hidden behind those trees that move the real estate and give.
The tight end Sinnott in motion. Almost sidestep. That's nasty. Third.
Every running back coach in America works on it. I believe from the Pop Warner level on up, he's
Oklahoma State team. Deuce Vaughn. Right the zipper of the defense.
Benson in the face and giving Deuce that opportunity. Right, to just wiggle. You're not going to make that tackle. Just the center of gravity, the contact balance. If you're just getting his hip.
Great conversions on third down. Kansas State. Oh, Deuce Vaughn on the accelerator again. Right? Yeah, they're going to break the formation. They go empty. It's a throw. Vaughn tosses his body into the ball.
To hit. I mean, one spot on the 5'5" running back. It is a perfect throw. It is on the money and the kind of phenomenal too, but you expect that from number 22.
To everybody in this town. No hesitation. Deuce Vaughn whirling for a first down. Downstairs. With as honest as he is and straightforward as he is, I bet you he says after the game, we just got beat today. Deuce Vaughn. Second down and 2, and Vaughn to the other hip of Martinez, and the first carry for Deuce Vaughn, who just squeezes through for the first 2 tight ends in here for Kansas State, including Sinnott and Wheeler. The hop starts for Deuce Vaughn, and here comes the cavalry.
You've got to have two to create just enough movement and an excellent job. You can't do it better than Gillum and Panzer just did college football.
Well, he turned it into a weekend getaway against Oklahoma State last week, that 60-plus yard touchdown run. And here he goes again, crashing through the... Adrian Martinez has the freedom to change the play. Phillip Brooks in motion. Martinez goes over the middle. That's Vaughn, and he is in!
You're going to see Deuce come out here, and Jalen's trying, but there is that one little move, that one little juke. He said, quite honestly, I couldn't, and Coach Kleinman's trusting him.
Trust Deuce Vaughn to gain a 9 on the replay as it's 3rd and 4. Martinez waiting and throwing. It's Vaughn out of the backfield again.
You know where the outlet's going to be. As you can see the defenders there, but it's a better job in that route distribution.
There's the check with me. Yeah, it's Vaughn, a little hesitation. Deuce Vaughn with the resounding deuce all morning and afternoon in Evanston. Deuce Vaughn, little side step, little shimmy. That's a 4th
and down, and everything was built off of that. Get number 22 going.
Here he is, Deuce Vaughn. First carry right up the alley. And he gets climbing uphill. Martinez down the middle. Deuce Vaughn changing direction on a dime. Heated.
Again, how do you cover this guy? That is a jump cut, a dead leg on a route.
It's the game here. Martinez, 4th down and 6. Martinez waving. Martinez scrambling, throwing across his body, and he's got the first down.
Gain of 4 on 1st down, 2nd down and 6. Here's Vaughn. Defense has been playing great the last few weeks. In fact, the last 2 weeks, forcing 8 interceptions. 1st down carry as Vaughn goes.
Q power off the right side.
Vaughn the motion man. They throw it to him, and he will dance his way across the yard to gain. I know Martinez turned it over a couple of times last week against Texas, but boy, he seems to be playing really relaxed, running this offense.
Oh yeah.
And then hey, it's
for a quarter.
2nd down and 6, 30 seconds to play here in our opening quarter. Vaughn's got the ball. He's got a 1st down and more across midfield, breaking tackles. K-State leading 7-0 over Baylor. They've got the ball here and running room for.
But I would go here. It's not a free release, but he does a great job versus press coverage as well. There he goes.
Howard 5 of 6. He hits Vaughn, who's got the 1st down.
Obviously a talented blocker, a big guy, but he has a bright future.
First receiving touchdown. He's a great blocker on the edge here.
Catch the deep over, and then on the next play, be the point of attack on the outside zone.
Look at this bunch formation, bottom of the screen. Howard to Vaughn. Why not? He had 9. Brooks comes in motion. They give it to Vaughn. I mean, the leg.
Take a look here. This is the 20-yard line. He gets touched, and he drags them for a.
Sometimes you see those false start calls on the road because the crowd is so involved, but K-State's kept the crowd out of it. Here's a pass to Deuce Vaughn. Cuts it inside. 6 points for number 22.
So he can do something with it. And Devin Lemire, I feel sorry for you, young man, because this is not a position you want to be in. Boom, right foot in the end zone. Great job tonight with this offense with the backup quarterback.
Great man, so respectful. And he loves.
Wheeler on the left side of the formation. Howard's going to hand off. Deuce Vaughn running right. He's got an alley into the end zone. Touchdown, K-State.
Just great play. Get penetration. They don't get any penetration. They slant away from it, and he just keeps going to the outside. The linebacker's supposed to field on that play with the defensive
ball when they want it. They feel that played a part in them not converting on 4th down. Here's Vaughn. Gets wrapped inside the final minute of the 1st quarter. Looking, Vaughn. Just squirts through. And
Great play. Look, now the play, he's supposed to follow that guard pulling around, but he cuts it back. Goes from the back.
It's been a cold Saturday. After a 38-yard punt, great starting field position for K-State. They give it to Deuce Vaughn on the first carry.
Off.
Keep it on the ground this time for Deuce Vaughn. He's
weeks Kansas State has shown.
2nd down and 1. Deuce. I don't know if there's a KU. They have given up a ton of yardage.
Absolutely.
On the ground. Vaughn.
Nice.
Hello. How do you do?
On cue, Timmy.
State star.
Well, Tim's been watching that tape of Texas and what they did on this KU defense. Just ran through them. Their top runner went for 2-4.
K-State backed up on 3rd down and 12. 3 out of 4 on 3rd downs tonight.
Well, pressure again.
Underneath they go, and why not Vaughn? A lot of green in front of him.
Boy, he is subtle.
Look out.
He's
he
gone.
may take it the distance. Double deuce. He could go. Pushed down inside the 15 by Mello Dotson.
Quick in the natural soft spaces, and then he explodes. He gets to his top speed very, very quickly, but the guy that's chasing him down has got some big end speed. In traffic, there's no one better in America right now, in my opinion. Excellent job of getting the most that he possibly can, but man, if you're trying to square this guy up, his core, his middle is so strong.
First guy that they would turn to on their depth chart. Very versatile offensive lineman. Vaughn will carry it out.
Along the outside linebacker, that's the matchup you want to exploit. This guy that's in motion, that's the matchup.
Vaughn, there he goes. Yards after contact. Big time. And
your spot right there.
Here we go, 4th and goal. Out of the eye, quick pitch, no one there. Touchdown, double deuce.
Preceded by 3 plays between the guards and tackle. Now we go with the little pitch to the perimeter. You got teams leaning
on the setback out of the shotgun, 1st down. From the 31. Vaughn. And you hear the crowd do. This offense runs through 22. Here he goes again. Here he goes again. And again. The bottom of the screen. In motion now. Vaughn. Deuce gets to the edge. And he's wrapped up in state. Presuming that's just some quick figuring that our crack staff has put together. Look out for that. The help of our content.
Understand we live in a world of images and impressions. Most people are not willing to look past the veneer.
Yeah. There's Vaughn. Here's his moment. Inside the 15. Finally hauled down by.
I don't think there's a more effective inside runner that's this small, that this is the size in the nation. I mean, he's so effective and he's patient.
So much power.
Moves that he
Vaughn shows that power. He might be about, and Will said he brings a real calm presence. And he said he learned that from the Snyder era.
He used to not have that same kind of explosive physical running style.
Howard steps back on 1st down, launches to the end zone, caught made at the 2-yard line. That was Vaughn who snuck it.
Came in together same year, 1996. We'll miss him dearly.
Vaughn works his way up the left edge and just scampers.
He gained some momentum that TCU just picked up.
Vaughn on 2nd down. Picks his way and leans for a...
You got Brooks and Garcia.
Vaughn on the pitch. Makes a cut. Lowers his head. Stretch the lead here in this possession. Vaughn makes a cut and is wrestled down a solid... Vaughn gets the edge. Deuce Vaughn in the clear. Can he make a man miss? And it's easy. Touchdown, Kansas State. And the Cats get...
Watch this play designed to go to the right. Bang. There's another example of how you never know where it might go with Deuce Vaughn. Great job of feeling that.
Yep, and every first down they make, they get closer and closer to that Big 12 championship trophy. Vaughn spinning and across the middle. Deuce Vaughn makes the catch, almost shook free.
Like playing as a fullback.
But what will K-State do here? It's Vaughn on the fly sweep. Deuce Vaughn. He'll be knocked down just. Vaughn again. It's a first down. They will talk about that.
Throw the ball, he said, I can play with these guys. And he certainly has. And now Deuce Vaughn with his first touch. And he comes up just short of.
Easy pitch and catch and a big chunk after the missed tackle.
They go back to Deuce Vaughn. Just the second incompletion for Howard. The other was the interception. Here's Vaughn getting a tote and able to go under a defender and get.
Wildcat offense.
Deuce tripped up.
Best seasons in the history of the program. Been phenomenal all year.
Here's Vaughn with some room past the 20, and Vaughn might be gone. He's got incredible speed, outrunning Bama defenders. Inside the 20, Vaughn inside the 10, dives for the end zone. Touchdown, Case.
Key block that Deuce Vaughn is going to cut off of. Excellent double team. As you saw Cooper Beebe, the All-American, come down, get up to the second level, and it doesn't take a big hole for Deuce Vaughn to hit the gas, take it to the house. Excellent job up front at the line of scrimmage. And Deuce Vaughn does the rest. Finds a way to get in the end zone, outrunning that Alabama defense.
Conference. They need Vaughn to get going. He gets out to about the 28. Boy, what burst he has, man. He hits the hole.
Elusiveness, the shape.
He gets the pitch here and has a first down out to the 33. You touch